So hey friends, this weekend I am out here at Benbrook Lake. I am at a Corps of Engineers campground. It's called Bear Creek. I was going to go over to Holiday, but it's pretty crowded, so I landed here. One of my viewers, his name is Archie Car1, he asked me to do some drone footage of Lake Benbrook if I get a chance, so I'm going to try to get a chance to do that tonight. I'm going to wait till this wind dies down just a little bit, Archie, and I'll get that up for you. So tomorrow or Sunday on my way out, if it's not raining, I will go down to Holiday Park and see if I can get the drone up there for you too, man. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I wanted to come out and see if there's any good wildflowers out here and do a little bird watching and maybe just a little book reading. And like I said, I've got some computer work, so it's always more fun to do it outside than it is to do it at my house somehow. Yep, this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing. So yes, this is a pay campground. I am paying for the privilege of that plug-in. Yep. The reason I had to get a plug-in this weekend is because there's something going on with my solar situation. I talked to Dan about it, and I talked to my friend John. I was still just kind of a little bit confused. I'll explain in a little bit what's going on. I'll show you inside what it's doing. But yeah, I contacted a friend of mine online. He's got a YouTube channel. His name is I'm Not Chuck. And he really understands the going-ons of all of the solar stuff. He is a very intelligent man. So I told him what my vehicle was doing, or not the vehicle, but the solar stuff. And he said he's pretty sure I probably just got a short or a loose wire or loose connection somewhere. So I'm going to see if I can't figure out what's going on with that. If I can't, my friend John said he'd help me troubleshoot it over the weekend, maybe Sunday. So yeah, I forwarded him I'm Not Chuck's email that he had sent to me, and John said he concurred with his assessment of the situation. So, yep, I just wanted to thank you, Chuck. Or wait, you're not Chuck, but you know who I mean. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, if you get a chance, check this guy out. I'm Not Chuck is his name. I'll put his little link up here to that video I'm talking about. Guy really knows his stuff, and I really appreciate his help on this. And yeah, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit his subscribe button. Tell him Lost on Land again sent you, and I sure would appreciate you. He pays me by the dozen. I'm just kidding. No, he's just a really good guy, and I'd really appreciate it if y'all could give him a little bit of support. Thanks. But yep, I'm going to chill out here for a while. I'm going to, like I said, wait till that sun starts to go down a little bit. That wind calms down a little bit, and pop that drone up. Meanwhile, I think I'll just sit here and read a book. Out for now. Oh, double, triple bonus. Look at all the firewood. Yep, that's what I'm going to be doing later. So this is my little power supply station. It's showing that I'm getting in about 13.3. I'm sitting under the trees in the shade, and the sun is going down. This is my little control thing, my control box. I really don't know what this button does. I mean, it just makes the lights blink, but there's no real information on what's going on here. So I think that's off, but stuff's still blinking, so I don't get it. Can't even read that. I don't know what it says. So I think I'm getting power in. I think it's going to the batteries, but I'm just not getting power out. When I plug anything into this box, it doesn't work. Now I'm plugged into shore power right now, so that power strip works, but nothing works in that box. So yep, I'm going to have to figure out where my loose connection is. If you're watching this, I'm Not Chuck, then maybe you can put your recommendations below, and I'll pin it to the top for everybody to see. And anybody else, if you have any suggestions, yeah, please drop them in the comments below. So last night, something kind of funny happened. Right after I got through making that little video part that you just saw about my solar, the neighbor across the way here in the little Betty Lou mobile came over and said hi, and we ended up hanging out by the campfire and chatting last night. Well, his name is Chuck, and so it was really hard for me to not call him I'm Not Chuck. Anyway, it was pretty funny, and I kept calling him Charles, and he's like, no, my name's Chuck. Anyway, good times. So I'm going to show you around his Betty Lou mobile real quick. This was my neighbor Charles, right? Chuck, I'm sorry. See, there's a reason why I got that confused. But anyway, my neighbor Chuck came over and said hi, and this is his rig. and he's kind enough to let us take a little tour of it. Now, he said it's not really clean, but, you know, it's lived in, so we'll forgive him, right? So what kind of RV and what year is it?
It's a 99 Rexhall Vision.
Very cool.
I think Rexhall went out of business in 2007.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen one just like this before.
They had 5 different versions, and this is the Vision, which is the least expensive version.
Uh-huh.
But I bought it for a couple of reasons. You might notice the roof on it. It's actually one-piece fiberglass, so it's really good for mounting the solar panels and that.
And no leaks.
There are no leaks, and you see how it wraps around?
Uh-huh.
And the sidewalls have no wood in them. They're all steel.
Yeah.
Steel roll cage.
And you said you have 600 watts of solar panels up there?
No, I have 665 watt.
Wow, that's
So
nice.
That's 990 watts.
Very cool. Very cool. You are Betty Lou. Isn't that great? How cute. So this is a 1999?
99.
Very cool,
I
very
bought it
cool.
in Pennsylvania with 52,000 miles on it.
Oh, sweet. Look at all this room.
I paid $13,000 for the motorhome.
Really?
It's got a V10 engine in it.
Uh-huh. And how many miles did you said?
It had 52 when I
52.
bought it. I think I got 60 now.
Great. That's
So,
great.
That's my vision monitor. So
Uh-huh.
I have GPS, I have a CB radio, things I've added.
And the older TV, but does it work? Is that what you watch
What?
your TV on, that Sharp TV?
No.
Oh, okay.
Right here's where the antenna used to be.
Uh-huh.
But I decided I'd rather have that solar panel than that antenna, so I tore it off the roof.
Right. So is this cabinet original?
No.
Okay, so you
There's
built that?
2 major improvements I made.
Uh-huh.
To me, they're improvements. There used to be a barrel chair that sat right here, a low chair that looked just like these. These
Uh-huh.
are all original fabrics and carpet. Which
Man, that's so great.
I hope to replace the carpet next year.
I kind of love it. It's
But
so
I-
retro. It's so great.
It's sufficient room for one person
Uh-huh.
and maybe for 2 close people, but it needed more closet space.
Yeah.
So I bought
Well, if
this
you're going to
from
full-time, yeah.
Bed Bath & Beyond,
Uh-huh.
and it fit in here perfect, you know, to the doorway from the counter.
Like exactly perfect. That's
But I had to
Yeah.
cut it down about 8 inches.
okay.
And then I had a lady resold this.
Mm-hmm.
This came with it. But $115 at Bed Bath & Beyond.
And that's a great little closet.
Yeah.
And then you can put stuff in the bottom
But
too.
the cabinets are all original. And myself, I like
I like it.
the color of
Oh,
them.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Notice the roof is in perfect shape.
It is. And does this air conditioner and everything work?
Yes, it sure does.
That's awesome.
And
That's
it will
awesome.
work for at least an hour on my solar.
On your air conditioner will?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, color me
I'm
jealous.
hooked to electric right now, but
Yeah. So, but that's
I
great.
have boondock on the beaches down along the Gulf,
Uh-huh.
and ran it. You know, right at bedtime, I like to turn it on to cool it down.
Just cool it down. Yeah.
So,
That's great. I love it. Very cute. So do you cook in here all the time, pretty much?
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said you haven't had a campfire, huh?
No,
Well, we're going to have one tonight, Chuck.
that sounds like fun.
Yes.
This is a picture I actually took
You took that. I
with
was
my
just
cheap
admiring that.
smartphone.
They're not cheap.
My smartphone's like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh,
I'm looking to
nice.
buy a new one to replace it.
I love it.
But I took this, and a lady friend of mine down in Livingston, she liked it so well, she asked permission for it, and she sent it out and got it printed like this. And she has one copy, and I have one copy.
I don't blame her. That's perfect.
This is still my road cut. We gotta walk it tomorrow. See, there's my other sticker.
Yeah.
This here, underneath here, is all my batteries, and I've got 6 of them.
Okay. So what's the point of the cardboard, can I ask?
Yeah, because I store things above it.
And that is fine, and that works.
Yeah,
That's just
These ATM
great.
batteries don't breathe. There's
Oh.
no fumes coming out of them,
Okay.
which you wouldn't want fumes going up into your RV anyhow.
Uh-huh.
So that these cardboard actually came with the solar panels.
So-
I unpacked them. So I folded them
multi-use.
so they would fit in there real nicely.
And then that's your inverter.
That's my inverter.
How many watts is that?
That's actually 2,000 watts.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
I wish I had more. And I have a diverter switch so I can run it off shore power.
Yeah.
or a generator, which is here. And my
Yeah.
generator only has 150 hours on it. It runs perfect. Or I can run it off the solar,
Cool.
or I can combine them. It's a 4-way switch.
Man, I just love it so much. This is great. I thought I loved road treks. Now I'm seriously jealous. This is so great.
So it works great for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
not trying
cool.
to keep up with the Joneses as far as being fancy or anything.
No, this is the Joneses, dude. I love it. Yes. Thank you very much for taking me on this tour. Yeah, makes me want to get one. Hey friends, I am camped at Benbrook Lake this weekend. Put that down, start over.